What's up, Scentsy fans? Today we are finishing the Spring and Summer 2022 scents, but we are doing 4 categories. We're doing the woods, the bakery, the spice, and the licensed. So let's get to it. So the first category we're going to cover is the woods section. Scentsy describes the woods section as full-bodied and masculine, includes notes like cedar, sandalwood, pine, and leather. And I have 6 bars and 1 tester, 7 scents to cover. Let's get started. The first one is a bestseller, and it's one that I love, Bonfire Beach. The scent description says, toasted marshmallow smoldering over white flint and sandalwood, harmonized with salty sea air and ocean spray. This is a really nice scent. It's a little bit masculine, a little bit creamy, a little bit smoky, a little bit woodsy, a little bit sweet. It's perfect. The ocean spray works perfectly with this one. I love this one. It's been one that I've put in my club before, but I usually take a gamble because this is so well loved. I usually assume it's going to come back. Now, I will say this is a long-lasting scent, and if you like good pods, this is an excellent one to pick up in pods. It's a very, very outstanding. The next scent we have is a new release from last year that's returned, and guess what? It's a bestseller this year. It's Coastal Sunset. Scentsy says creamy coconut and sandalwood set the scene for warm amethyst amber. And I describe this as a romantic coconut scent. You can get coconut, but you get that sandalwood with it. And the amber leaves a little bit of a perfume twist to my nose. Yes, my husband really likes this scent. He's a fan of coconut, but he really likes this one. Coastal Sunset, it's second year and it's returning as a bestseller. And it's actually come out in cleaning. All right, the next one we have is My Hero. This one says he describes as cool citrus and white birch ride a current of crisp air. Now this used to be a Father's Day collection scent, made its way into the catalog, and it's been there ever since. And it's a wonderful scent. I love this masculine scent. And I don't really gravitate towards masculine cologne scents. This is a bright, invigorating one. It's a fresh and clean one that you would put on at the start of your day versus one that you would put on to go to an evening event. That's my opinion of My Hero. Really, really like this one. And it's very, very long lasting. All right, the next one is also a masculine cologne scent. It is Mystery Man. Scentsy says, warm white cedar, green verbena, and citrusy bergamot in a perfectly spiced, sensual fragrance. Now, fun fact, I have not warmed any Mystery Man ever. So I think I've warmed every scent in the catalog except for only 1 tester of Pineapple Pucker and nothing of this. So obviously the new releases I haven't warmed at all. But yeah, this one is a little bit more subdued than, it's not as crisp and invigorating as My Hero. I think the cedar is what's doing that. There's a bergamot note and a verbena note, but this is a little bit more subdued. So almost like a weekend cologne kind of scent. Not one that you'd put on to go to work at the beginning of the day, more like a weekend one. So that is Mystery Man. So the next scent we have is Satin Sheets. There's a white wax and a beautiful maroon front. Scentsy says sensual and earthy sandalwood, perfectly paired with rich, warm vanilla. This is not one that I reach for often, but I have warmed it and I've liked it when I've warmed it. It's a little bit soft for me. Some people get better performance than I do. Yeah, it's almost like a vanilla with a sandalwood, and the sandalwood makes the vanilla a little bit woodsy, a little bit warm, and a little bit earthy. But I like it. It reminds me a lot of the scent Vanilla Sandalwood from Yankee Candle. So they pair very nicely together. This is a nice romantic sensual scent. A great one for the bedroom, and especially where I don't find it overly strong. Better for a bedroom for me. All right, the next one is one that I do not like at all. I have it in tester. It's Weathered Leather. So this is described as step into an old-fashioned saddle shop brimming with dark suede, tooled leather, and vintage saddles over a backdrop of oak. So this is very much like a leather shop that sells like boots and belts and saddles. Anything leather, straight up leather. That's what this is. New car smell on steroids kind of leather. Yeah, I just don't like it, but I know that there's a portion that love this, and that's probably why it stays. I think one time they removed it and they got a little bit of an uproar. So Weathered Leather, I think it would be nice to have this one kind of like a Scentsy Club option, maybe a Scentsy Club Brick, and the people that really like it could buy it that way. Probably a little controversial saying that, but I don't really like this scent. I do like the scent Sheer Leather. I do like the scent Vanilla Oud, which does have leather. I just don't like an overly abundance of leather in my life, so I'll pass on that one. The last one in the woods category is White Amber Antique. This is a new release. This is Alluring Amber Antique Flirt with Fresh Bergamot. Now, a lot of people have been saying that this reminds them of Sheer Leather. I don't have Sheer Leather beside me to smell, but this is a tiny bit more bright and invigorating than Sheer Leather. So this is the scent that the man would put on when he goes to the bar, and Sheer Leather would be the scent that was warming when they got home. That's what this scent means to me. A little bit more bright and invigorating than Sheer Leather. Yeah, so White Amber Antique, I have not warmed this yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'll let you know how it does in a upcoming Tester Tuesday for performance. All right, let's move on to our next category. It is bakery. It is small, it got massacred, but we have the club, so people that love bakery, utilize your club. So Scentsy describes bakery as an ode to edible, delectably sweet goodies. Includes notes like vanilla, caramel, cocoa, and pie crust. We have 7 scents, so I have 5 bars and 2 testers. Let's get started. The first one is Baked Apple Pie. This one has been around for a while. Scentsy says flaky crust, apples, and spices combined in a strong scent. Yes, I get a creamy apple that's been cooked down with quite a bit of cinnamon. I think the creaminess that I'm smelling is the pie crust that's trying to be pie crust. It's really hard to pick up that it's pie crust. It says that it's a strong scent. Now, I haven't had a strong experience with this. I would say it's more of a medium to a medium light for me. So in about average duration, bakeries tend to be kind of middle of the road for longevity. They don't last a really long time. They don't die off like after a few hours. They're usually about a day to a day and a half for me. So that is Baked Apple Pie. I have it in brick. It comes in brick in the Scentsy Club. All right, another one that comes in brick in Scentsy Club, but this one is a bestseller. It's Blueberry Cheesecake. So we have a blue front with a creamy beige colored back. It says thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. So this is one of those divisive scents because sometimes people smell cheesecake notes or cream cheese notes as a bit sour. So about half of my family smells it sour and the other half is fine with it. So I can definitely smell that cheesecake and the blueberries. I would say 60% cheesecake and 40% blueberries. Now, if you find that your family members don't like this, because it is very, very strong and it's pretty long lasting for a bakery, longer than normal, then you could actually pick it up in the scent circle. It does smell a little bit different in scent circle, and my daughter, who hates the wax, likes the scent circle, so go figure. But yes, I'm come around to blueberry cheesecake. I have to be in the mood for it, but when I'm in the mood for it, I like it. So that is blueberry cheesecake. The next one we have is a new release. It is Clementine Cupcake. I actually have a bar, but I've recently warmed the whole bar, so that's what the packaging looks like. Scentsy says a warm vanilla cupcake infused with sweet clementine and sprinkled with lemon sugar. I'm gonna just smell my tester. I love the smell of this. It has a little bit of clementine, not zest, but more like a clementine juice influence with a cupcake that's vanilla, but has golden brown edges. Contributed to the vanilla would be like using the egg yolks in the cake and probably using butter. It doesn't smell like a buttery fake butter. It smells like a rich cupcake with the golden brown edges and a tinge of clementine influence probably in the frosting, a little bit in the cake. So I probably get 3/4 cake and maybe a quarter or maybe 2/3 to a third. 2/3 cake, 1/3 citrus. The citrus is not as vibrant as Cutie Pie Cupcake, but I really like this. I just didn't have the performance that I wanted. It seemed to be a little bit strong enough at the beginning and then it just tapered down gradually and it only lasted maybe half a day to a day at most. In small areas I could smell it a little bit longer, but I'm hoping to pick up the room spray and the scent circle in this. So that is Clementine Cupcake. All right, the next one is a returning scent. It is Mochadoodle. I'm not sure why this is a spring and summer edition, but it is. It says deliciously roasted coffee beans and cocoa, balanced with sugar, caramel, and heavy cream. So to me, it does smell like all those things. You get a little bit of coffee, a little bit of cocoa, a little bit of caramel, a creaminess, and a sugary Yeah, there's definitely, if you like the scent salted caramel cupcake and you could imagine a little bit more chocolate, I feel like that's Mochadoodle, but you need to add a tiniest bit of coffee. So if you're scared of coffee, this would be a good entry-level coffee scent. If you're scared of chocolate, this would be a good entry-level coffee scent. And if you're scared of caramel, there's not an overabundance. So it's a nice medley. Most people that warm this are pleasantly surprised. It did get removed from the catalog a while back and people were upset, and now it's back. And I would say performance is about a medium to a medium plus, and it lasts a fair amount of time for the scent category that it's in. All right, the next one we have, I don't have a bar, but it's coming back as a former scent of the month from March of 2021. It's Pink Sugarberry Mint. This is plump raspberry. It's delightfully dusted with sugar and the sweetest hint of peppermint. So this scent is in the bakery, but to me it's probably more appropriate to be in the fruity because I do get quite a bit of that berry. Yeah, and I don't really get mint. If there's mint there, I feel like it gives it a fresh air component as opposed to a minty component. It does talk about sugar. This is a sweet scent. This does last quite a while, so performance for me was very good for this one. Let me see, it's probably similar to scents like Angel 624, maybe Pink Haze and Sugar. If you like those type of scents, then definitely pick up Pink Sugarberry Mint. Not the same, but in that kind of vein. All right, the next one we have is Vanilla Bean Buttercream. This one is described as decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter, whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. This is a nice creamy vanilla bakery sweet scent. Yes, it's got a depth to it, which is really nice, and it mixes very well with many things. If you want to tone down a scent and you want to add a vanilla sweetness, then Vanilla Bean Buttercream is a good way to go. But on its own, this does stand up. It's about a medium, so I have warmed this no problem in my open layout. It's not a boomer, but it definitely is detectable. I do really like this one, and that's available through Scentsy Club as bricks. All right, the last one in our bakery section is a bestseller, and it's Vanilla Waves. So this one is described as sea salt and whipped vanilla crashed into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. Yes, now this is different from Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I almost get like an almond honey cream kind of body care note to this, but it does soften it up and switch it up. It's not as sweet and it's more complex, I would say, than Vanilla Bean Buttercream. It does make a good mixer if you want slightly less buttery vanilla and you want more of a complex salty vanilla. This would be a good one. It's nice, it's different. I don't reach for it very often, and it's a very long lasting vanilla scent, probably because of the notes it has, but this is a pretty good one. It's obviously made its way into the best seller category for a reason. So that's Vanilla Waves. All right, let's move on to the spice category. In the spring and summer, we have a very small spice category, only 2 scents. Scentsy describes this category as gives the sense of warmth and comfort, includes notes like cinnamon, cardamom, and black pepper. So the first one we have on our list is Cinnamon Vanilla. So this one has a light brown colored wax. It says, inviting blend of vanilla beans, cinnamon, coconut, and cassia. Yes, now you can smell coconut, but only after you know it's there. And it's more like a coconut sugar or coconut oil. It's not like as much like a coconut smell that you would eat. But this, I'm trying to get it out. I can't get it out. Okay, here we go. I really, really, really like this one. I use it in my bedrooms. I find it calming and relaxing. Sometimes I like bakery scents in a bedroom, and this is a really nice, I would say spring or fall spice scent. It's not overly spicy, but I don't picture warming this in the summer. But I think they put it in the spring and summer catalog to give someone that loves spice something, because we only have 2 scents. So I would say it averages about a light medium, and it's fairly long lasting for me in a small space. So that's Cinnamon Vanilla. I really like that one. And the next one is Welcome Home. This one is typically a bestseller, but it's not got that note this time around. It says warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices. Yeah, this is very pleasant. It's almost like a dark, sweet, syrupy, softened backdrop, almost like a raisin. It reminds me a little bit of walnut raisin muffin. But there's spices in here that blend very harmoniously together. I really like this one. It just doesn't perform the greatest for me. I want it to be stronger. I find I can't smell it the greatest. I would say it's a light. For me, it's a light to light medium. And I have to warm it in small spaces to get anything out of it. This one is also available as a Scentsy Club brick if you are a Scentsy Club member. So that wraps up our spice category. All right, moving on to the license section. The license section includes Disney and Marvel. Let's get started. The first one on our list is Disney, Mickey Mouse and Friends. So Scentsy describes this one as celebrate everlasting friendship with a fragrance almost as sweet, thanks to Georgia peach accented by pops of orange peel and vanilla. And this is put in the fruity category. This one always sells out, so I think it sells fairly well. Either that or they don't stock enough of it. Yeah, it almost smells like a peach ring, a candied peach ring with a bit of a tang. So it says Georgia peach and orange peel and vanilla, but there's a fair amount going on. This is about a medium intensity, very sweet, great in a kid's room. I don't tend to warm this very often. I'm actually gonna probably leave this out to warm fairly soon because I need to revisit this one. So I can't remember what performance is like on this, but I would say fairly strong. Not something I'd warm in my open layout, but a medium zone definitely. And I can't remember how long it lasts. Probably about average if I can't remember. All right, the next one is Disney's Oh Boy. So this one is described as in honor of a true original, juicy grapefruit, cheerfully mixed with bright clementine and sugared vanilla, is one of a kind, just like Mickey Mouse. And they have put this in the citrus category. So we have juicy grapefruit, clementine, and sugared vanilla. Yeah, and this reminds me quite a bit of a lighter version of Cherry Limeade or Cars Radiator Springs. Something about that, what does it say? Grapefruit and clementine smell more to me like cherry and lime. It's probably a spin-off. In my brain, the citrus is making me feel like it's Cherry Limeade as well as the color. But this is not very strong. My daughter took the scent circle into her school. They share a locker at school, and she said, we can't really smell Oh Boy the greatest. And I said, yeah, it's not a super strong scent. So I would say it's light to light medium, and some people get better performance than others, obviously, with any of these scents, but I need to warm this one again as well. That's why I picked up a bar, just so I can kind of revisit it and, you know, try to remember more about it. All right, the next one we have is Disney Princess True Love Awaits. This one is described as enter a kingdom where enchanting ripe raspberry, sparkling mandarin, and a kiss of sweet vanilla write the perfect fairy tale ending. And Scentsy has put this in the fruity section. Now, I would argue it could also be a fruity floral because I get that berry note, raspberry, I believe it said. The mandarin, I'm not really sure I can pick that out. I can definitely pick out the sweetness. I'm not sure about vanilla, but I smell a floral in here, and it reminds me a little bit of a younger sister of Cloudberry Dreams. This is long lasting at about a medium intensity. I use it in bedrooms and bathrooms. If you're someone that doesn't really like Cloudberry Dreams because you find it too strong, then definitely pick up this one. It's a great alternative. And I would say people overlook it because it's a licensed bar. Licensed bars usually cost 50 cents more per bar, but this is a really good one to pick up and give a try. So that's Disney Princess True Love Awaits. Alrighty, the next one is called Disney Totally Mini. This is in the fruity section, and Scentsy says, part classy and part sassy. This sweet blend of pink melon, hibiscus blooms, and juicy apple is full of fun and totally Minnie Mouse. So melon, hibiscus blooms, and apple. I haven't warmed this in a long time. I only warmed it in testers, and I could barely smell it. And it's light here, but it's pretty. It's almost like, it reminds me a little bit of hibiscus pineapple, probably because of the hibiscus, but it's very light. It smells really nice on the bottom, sweet and candy-like, but hard to smell. So I'm actually gonna warm this season as well so I can revisit it. So that's totally Minnie. Not one that I have strong recollection, except I know it's light. All right, the next one I really, really like. It's also a light scent, but I really enjoy this one. It's Disney 100 Acre Wood. Let me just find the scent description because some of these Disney ones, they're all over the place. So Scentsy has put this in the fresh. They say, grab your favorite hand and wander through a friendly forest, swirling with cotton blossoms, wild jasmine, and sweet, cozy vanilla. I love this one. It smells like a fancy baby store, or what a brand new baby would smell like, with their baby clothes that you have waiting for them before you bring them home in the hospital. It's like sophisticated, and sweet at the same time, and clean and fresh, but not clean like so clean, just natural. It's a natural scent to me. Almost smells like there might be a little bit of lavender, which I don't even like, but I love this. Very light in the warmers, but if you can find the sweet spot in your home this works, then it's gonna work well for you. I sometimes suggest with a scent like this to double up and put some in an element and some in a strong bulb warmer, and between those two approaches, you might get better performance. And once you get it going, it does seem to last a while. So that is 100 Acre Wood. I really like this one. I really like this one, even though I tend to like stronger scents. So the last one on our list, I don't have a bar for. It's called Marvel 9 Realms. And Scentsy has put this in the fresh category. It says a heroic mix of lime zest and blue tea keeps you connected to the universe, while lavender lightning really packs a punch. Yeah, this smells, somebody said it once, it might have been Leslie, but I don't remember, that it reminded them of Fancy Bug Spray, and it does kind of remind me of that. But it's not one that I like. It's very dry. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. Very dry. Ugh. It does smell better than I normally remember. And I know Allie from Allie's Amazing Scents, she loves this. So obviously, everybody's nose differs. For me, it's not one that I want to warm, but this would be really nice in a teenager's room. It would complement their smell and get rid of it at the same time. And yes, it does read a little bit of a masculine scent in a fresh way, but not like cologne, more like an exotic masculine scent, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that's Marvel 9 Realms. From my memory, a little bit longer lasting type of scent. So there you go. We have discussed a lot of scents this week. So as always, down in the comment section, you can pick the 4 categories. So we had woods, bakery, spice, and licensed. If you have any scents that you love from those categories, let me know. I really like Bonfire Beach. I really like Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I really like Cinnamon Vanilla. And I really have grown to enjoy Disney Princess True Love Awaits. So guess what? Wrapping up this series means the new catalog comes tomorrow. I hope everyone's as excited as I am. Everybody loves a new catalog season. Get your list ready. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.